I just don't know if I want to do it. So, we're about to start. How a deer. But, yeah, it's possible that we actually already have an inverted tracker ready. I haven't tried it yet. I trust, you know, Katabat knows what he's doing. I haven't looked at it yet, though. Just because I need to... There's a few things I want to take care of before I even think about doing... Before I even think about learning other modes at this point. So... it's kind of one of those things that I just don't... I don't think it's worth the time at this moment to do it. But I really should. Really should. And that will be something 100% I will need a fucking a map tracker for with something inverted. Because, like, I could think out the logic areas, but in the end, it would take a long time to get used to something like that, so... We'll see. We'll see. Nice. Money, money, money. I'm gonna continuously do this. Even though I know that the majority of the time it's going to be a time loss, I won't do it in 1v1. But in anything other than 1v1, I think I'm always going to check Lumberjack. I won't do it in 1v1 because the time loss is too severe in a race like that. But in any of these group races, I will almost always do it. Because again, you're going to find yourself at some point wanting to check it. And... yeah. A bow on Uncle. Huh. That's a nice item to get early. Yeah, we're gonna have to walk all the way down. Unfortunately, we didn't find any bombs, but not a huge deal. Not a huge deal. Oh, on Agaledge, on the ledge there. Gotcha. I mean, I generally will check it, but at the same time, I understand why you shouldn't. It's a mixed bag of potatoes for me, but I find myself almost every time that I don't check it, somewhere during the race, I feel like I have to check it. And because of that, it wastes time checking it later, because I might as well check it when it's en route. Because it doesn't take much to just take a couple of steps up there and actually grab the thing. So, I'm just kind of convinced at that one. Jesus! Oh, fuck. I just tried to blow myself up. Hey, Gloin. It was an ugly win, but I will fucking take it. I will fucking take it, man. You bet your ass I will fucking take it.
Well, we didn't get very far.
Yeah. That boss is slightly harder than Vectus. They're about the same, but the coordination is almost identical. So if you're having problems with one, you're going to have the same problems with the other one.
Well,
yeah. Yeah, I understand. But yeah.
We changed tank like 3 times. That makes that difficult. in the very beginning, you had some guys that were some really freakos. And they just started calling everybody names. And you couldn't even see who was talking. And he wasn't sure what was going on. It was really weird.
Look at all those fucking all that money.
And then one guy and he reported him for saying fag in chat. In voice chat. It's okay, how do you prove that?
Oh my god.
And he's like, he didn't say that. He said, this guy came in, his name was Spaghetti.
Hey, Ubik.
Variation of the word spaghetti. We call him spag. So the other guy comes in and will say, you reported, I hope you're gonna have fun being banned. And
Ooh.
it wasn't a kid that said it, so
Oh, it's going okay. We had a pretty good day. Got to watch the Bears win. Got to watch the Cubs win. Haha, glowing. Cubs magic numbers down to 5 with a week to play. It's awesome. We had a horrible, horrible, horrible Zelda race this morning. It was just atrocious. It's a goddamn train wreck. I think it stops blinking. Or it stops lighting up. Maybe it just turns off. Damn it, damn it, I got distracted and I lost. Fuck, I forgot it. I gotta look at my map again. No, you're fine, babe, it's fine. What was it? Blue, 7, okay, 5. Sorry. I got distracted there. I was trying to answer my wife's question on that one. I wasn't paying attention to my map when I was marking it. No, I think it just the light turns off. Yeah, leave it. Well, overnight it'll be more than enough. It only takes a couple hours to charge. No, that's just the one. No, there's 5 in the box. Figure this game out. Yeah, I mean it's still the best rando that's out there. It's kind of the original rando. So I mean it's very well made. It's very, very well made. I actually played I played the Seed of the Week this morning, the new one, and I'm not going to have any spoilers on that one if you haven't played it. It's interesting. Yeah, I think if you kind of need to know the vanilla game. Some flips. Yeah, don't say any spoilers just in case. I don't know who's in the channel right now. I don't want to spoil anything for anybody that hasn't ran it, but yeah, that was a yeah. I'm just gonna say it was interesting. it was kind of fun. Yeah, it was fun. I kind of maybe thought too much into that one. Whoa, that would have crab deathed me. Death via crab there. Gonna play this one a little safe. I don't want to die to a crab. 2 hearts crabs. Still makes no sense why crabs do 2 fucking hearts of damage. Never understood that. Alright, let's do the back. Yeah, I could tell I've grown a little rusty with Free Enterprise. I don't have a reason to play it right now, so. Wait, I have to type it. Let me save you an extra second. Yeah, actually, the Game Boy ones are awesome. All 3 of the Game Boy Zeldas are great. Link's Awakening and then Oracles and Ages, they're all fucking fantastic games. flute. I'm gonna go ahead and get the back here. They're fantastic games. Uh-oh. There it is. Alright, so the map is still live on the front. So we're at 423 rupees. We just got the flute. I have the flips. I'm kind of torn on how I should handle this one. I could houlihan, make sure I 100% have the money. I kind of want to do... There's a couple things I think I want to do before I head up to Death Mountain here and before I do the Zora. Before I do Zora route, it's... Even though those early flips are kind of, you know, they're kind of red flags that I probably should do flipper lock locations. But, it means we have access to just about everything. Which is always great. Can't believe Detroit's still up. 13-10 with 6 to play in the third. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So, I'm going to check a couple of overworld locations here just to see what kicks. And we get to hear the best music in the game. I didn't even check the crystals. We're not going to go into desert right now. We're not here to check desert. Actually, well, you know what? We might as well check it. Well, never mind. I might as well check it. I can't clear it. I don't have a fire source. It's not actually why I came down here, though. But since we're here, we might as well dive in. We'll know if we need the boots or not. We have the mirror. We can get right back out, so it's not a big deal. Big key, boots are required. We're gonna have some boots tonight, boys and girls. The boots will show up. The question is where. Not here. Alright, that was an easy check. We're out. No. That's right, you can't do that in this. You can't actually do this in that scenario. Yeah, you can't check. You can't even glitch that. You can't even Super Bunny glitch that. So, because I have the flippers, so you can't water yourself and then come back in. I actually have to wait to check that till I have the info. So, yeah, I wasn't thinking of that. You can bunny glitch that one. Ooh. We have boots! That was unexpected. I mean, do I do this? I mean, I do this, right? Yeah, it's handy. I still don't know if this... I still can't clear this. Ooh, wow, Detroit just scored. I still can't clear this, though. Yeah, we'll see how many bonks we can nail. We're gonna get one right here. So the good thing about doing this, again, is we're already here. It's not going to take too long. We're actually not going to mirror when we leave here. We're going to head over and do Agana. So, I mean, this is one of those weird spots. This is probably, again, not a good play. But, I mean, we're here. We might as well just check them. It's two locations. We need to check Agana anyway. So, Argina, however the fuck you want to pronounce it. So, we are right here to do it. It is within logic. Hey, if we find a fire source, we can clear it. It is a crystal. Really awkward if Agina had a fire source. That'd be really awkward. Yeah. So we know that Lamo does have an item here. So we're not going to mirror. We're going to leave at the south exit so that we can check Agina. And then I think we're actually going to save quit at that point so I can check the 2 bonk rock spots. We're going to follow these boots and hope that we got really good with it. We got lucky with the check. Because that's obviously a really good find early. So we're going to follow this. See where it goes. Oh, wow. That was fantastic. I don't know what's going to be preferred here. We're still digging for the moon pearl. We're definitely going to find it in one of these. You know, it's going to be in the overworld somewhere. Maybe right there. I don't know. Does that seem like a good spot? So we're going to check the other half here, and then... I'm not sure where to go from here. Everything is open, so... I guess we'll, I guess we just dive in. Now, I don't have the hammer, and that's troublesome. This is kind of one of those situations where I might... Even if Thieves' Town is required, I might not need it. I didn't even check it. And it is not required. That's actually really good. Should be, yep, it's 2 and check. That's actually really good. I think I'm going to do front 4, leave, and then I'll come back. Because we've just got a ton of checks we can make here. Ton of checks. Wow, that is actually, that is the logic, though. Is to go down, get the boots, into bonk rocks, into that. Wow, that actually, that's remarkable. I gotta be careful not to blow myself up. I am in Dark World. I do take extra damage here. Alright, so we're gonna check these outliers here, and then... I think I'm just gonna actually just do the smithy. And... just follow that route. Is it warm in there?
I felt it like it is.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
It's too cold later when you turn on.
That's fine. I was wondering. I didn't know. Be careful. Oh, I almost ran into that Moa there. Or the ghost. It's the Poe, not Moa. I almost ran into that there. That would have been really bad. Now, I am in green mail here, so I gotta be a little careful, even if I'm just checking front 4. If I hit anything that's not a fireball, it will kill me. I guess the Stalfos won't kill me, but... Goo. Careful. Right, came up a little high on this one. We're gonna pause here for just a second. There we go. Bunny beam's gone. It's 3, 1 item only. And this will be 4. We're not going to finish that. We don't have the hammer, so we're not going to finish that. Yeah. Yeah, that's the fastest way to do it. If you, it's slightly faster than running around because you can do speed jumps and then just jump straight through. It's frames. It's not like a ton faster. If you don't have the boots, it's a lot faster. If you do have the boots, it's frames faster. I learned this from the people that know NMG much better than I do. We have an interesting dilemma here. If we do it this way, we're going to lose our portal. We are going to lose this because we can't do... Oh, no, we won't. No, we won't. No, we won't. No, we won't. For a second, I was thinking I was going to lose my portal, but no. No, we won't lose it, because we can still just go up and around. What am I saying? So we'll get all of these. We'll take the lunchbox down with us. Wait, we are going to lose our portal. What am I saying? Yeah. All right, hold up. We're gonna, since we're already committed to this, we're just going to do it. It's not going to take too long to come back here. This, I thought I had it right the first time. Fuck out. I've already kind of committed to the play, so we're gonna actually, in the end we're gonna flute out. It means that we're gonna have to redo a step here, but it's not the end of the world. It's the only way to do it without the hammer. So glad I did that. And in the end, we'll probably just have to come back. Obviously, we still need to check the rest of this route. So... it's definitely worth it. You know what? Oh, you know what we can do? Let's just knock this out really quick. I'm going to forget about this if I don't do it now. I'm totally going to forget about this if I don't do it now. Because we did everything else down here, we didn't do this. I need to do this now. I will totally forget about this. This is one of those weird scenarios, because I might not come back here anytime soon. That's fine. Oh, thank God. I'm totally okay with that. That's one of those I'm gonna forget. I'm gonna forget that it's there. Let's just finish this now. Won't take too long to get back. I'll eventually do it, but I'm not going to do it anytime soon. You know, I still need to find a fire source, so... I've got too much shit that I still want to do before I do that. The problem is, God, I still haven't gotten... I've wasted... well, I didn't waste, but I did the dig game and I did a couple other things, so now I'm low on money. And I'm going to be circling back around towards Zora. The thing is, without the hammer, you have to still do this time. I have not gone onto Skull Woods, and I generally will not. I generally will not check Skull Woods until I have to. It's bit me in the ass a few times, but it's saved me more time than... Skull Woods is just not a prime real estate spot without the fire rod. It hasn't been for a long time. And then occasionally it is, and then you never check it and you lose time. But it's not that often. So I'm gonna see. I want to parlay this into my Zora route, but I'm still short on money. Wow, that was a lot of poop. Oops. Thought I was around the corner there. Oh, hey, Jasper. Man, are we gonna do this again? We did this earlier today too, and it bit us in the ass big time. That is doing the Zora route without the money. I'm gonna do this one blind. We haven't been down here yet. Oh, hey, money! I guess we're not gonna do that. And here I thought I was gonna do Zora without the money. Pisha. Yeah, see, I like these checks right now because there's no dungeon right now that is for sure clearable. Anywhere. No money. Shot that one. I'm still without my hammer, which is frustrating, but it is actually limiting what we can and cannot check, which is actually kind of nice. There's definitely a part of this that is nice. Now we don't have the hook either. If we had the hook could be interesting because then we could actually clear all of Death Mountain in one swing. But I was kind of waiting to have a fire source before I actually went up there, and that is a bother. But that might be our spot. Escape's got 2 items. Death Mountain has potentially 4? 5? Not worth money. Beyond that, there's a couple of really, really bad dungeon options, and that's about it. And they're really bad dungeon options. We're talking first chest in swamp, a couple of chests in ice. We already know desert is locked. Hera is probably the best play here, even though it's a pendant. So hammer or hook gives us access to East Death Mountain. We haven't got a Sashirali yet. Shit. I'll probably parlay that in with Pod. Even though, again, Pod is really far from being a good decision. Good. That's a piece of heart as well. There is our progression. I just accidentally picked up that heart piece, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Didn't actually need to do that one. Well, at least we've had the boots for the majority of this, but we're slowly starting to run out of checks. And this is going to be a really quick one if this is the small key. I'm actually going to save quit if this is the small key. Big key. We can continue. Why didn't I mirror there? I don't know. No good choice here. The most items that are available right now are Eastern Pod in that section. I'm almost dead. No, you're fine. You're fine, babe. Safety switch. Should be fine. I mean, I could play it safe. I have a blue blue. I could not with fighter swords. Alright, this is when it gets difficult. Poke the bear! Fuck, basement. God damn it, I just wasted a bunch of time. Shit! You sleep good. I'll see you in the morning. I was really hopeful that was going to pay. Oh, you son of a bitch! To do it this way. Hammer yet. Gotta go from the north side. Shit. Well, we're gonna check an additional item up here, but I just don't see any reason not to just get into pod at this point. So we're gonna go the long way. And in doing so, we're going to get 2 extra checks in. I mean, so far this has been an overworld race, so I might as well check a few more overworld spots while they're available. We want to keep this portal. The question is, do I do catfish? Catfish is the screwy one. I think I will because I'm up there. But I'm not, like, thrilled to make that check. It's going to take a little bit of time to get up there, but I think it's a good check. I'm actually going to grab this. It does pass the 5-second rule. I mean, this is the best possible place to do catfish, so might as well finish it. This is going to be interesting. This is going to be super interesting, so this is definitely an out-of-the-place check. But I want this to go, I want to get back down to pod. I'm going to check Eastern SRL. I want to do it all at once. Why I did that, I'm not actually, fluting here. Or mirroring, that's what I meant to say, not fluting. Well, mirroring and fluting. You have a pond. You have a pool and a pond. Pond would be good for you. Well, we had a really good start. It has dried up considerably. This is... I don't know. I mean, this is an interesting check, only because this is the only way to get here. And it does take some time. So it's a fairly high commitment. There's Quake. We do need that. That's our entrance to Mire. Can't do much in there, but we needed it. That's how we get into Mire. Which, we could actually go in there, but I'm not going to. The only way that would be a good check is if there's a fire source in the first couple of chests. It's the only way that's actually worthwhile. I don't know, the last couple of races we've done have been overworld heavy, and we've done dungeons, and now we're doing overworld heavy checks, and they're not really paying... I'm doing Sash right now. And they just haven't paid off. It's like, again, it's damned if you do, damned if you don't. So I'm just doing things as efficiently as I can at this point. A lot of nothing. We have a blue goo in our inventory. We could... I want to. I could bottle glitch. And check both sides. This would be a good time to do it, actually. If I was gonna do it, this would be the time to do it. Because again, there's no good options right now. There's just no fucking good options at all. We could finish Thieves Town, but we don't have the hammer yet, so I'm a little concerned about doing that. And everything else is just a couple of entrance checks. Yes. I gotta wait. So there's no good option here. The only dungeon that is actually that I can kill the end boss right now is Thieves Town. 23 to 10. They're giving us a lot of keys, though. That's 3. I think I'm gonna bottle glitch. Oh, there's Master Sword. I mean, it's fine. It's not what I cared about, but... I'm gonna bottle glitch this. Wait, do I have a way to... There we go. Ah, damn. Oh, shit, oh. If I didn't have the mirror, I don't think I would have done this, because it takes too long to get back there. This is the wild card right here, is this chest. Okay, it's an interesting glitch. So, what I did there, when you use the bottle, if you use the bottle when you're walking to the left, and you don't change your y-axis, and you don't go down on your y-axis, the camera will not reposition itself correctly, and in doing so, you basically you fake the camera out thinking that you're not, and in doing it, what you end up thinking that the camera ends up being you can move the camera, and once you move all the enemies off the off the stage to the left, they think they're defeated, and the door opens. Alright, so there's very little chance there's anything in this one, but... yeah, it's an interesting glitch, for sure. Ooh! It's not important right now, but it's gonna be important later. You need any potion. It doesn't matter which one. Centered there. That looked like a dungeon item. That was map or compass, my guess. There's the other one. Oh no, that was actually an item. Which means that was probably an item upgrade or something. Because I didn't see it. So there's one item left. I'll make sure I didn't miss anything. Nope, I didn't. Okay, so it must have been an item upgrade or something. Alright, so there's an item on Helma. Yeah, we got blue mail, which is fine. I haven't marked it off yet. I'll get to it here in a second. I mean, blue mail, but we found the ice rod. That ice rod's huge. It also means that ice rod is out of sequence, which means they expect you to go back there with the bow later. So that's actually a pretty fucking good pickup. But we still don't have any progression. We still have no actual progression. Hook shot would be a big progression piece. Trying to think what... I mean, hammer, obviously. But right now we have no access to East Dark World, so... East Death Mountain, I mean. And again, what's left are very poor options. Very poor options. I'm probably going to go back and do Thieves Town. I don't want... It's either Escape or it's Thieves. It's going to be one or the other. The problem is that my logic for not wanting to do Thieves Town has not changed. The reasoning hasn't gone away. I don't want to do Thieves Town, especially in a pendant, without the hammer. The drawback to that, though, is that it is green pendant. So there is a little bit of cause to do it. That doesn't do anything. Unless that one scenario where the hammer's at Pyramid. I find that... No, it can't be. Never mind, because Turtle Rock is a crystal. That's 5/6, so that can't be. Alright, so that's gonna be worthless. And we've already checked Bumper. It's a dud. Let me check that. There's just very little left here. This item's out of sequence as well. Come on, Armos. There are no good options here. I think I'm gonna do Escape. Just, I don't... Thieves Town terrifies me. Green Pendant Thieves Town terrifies me without the hammer at this point, but I think it's got to be our next bet. It's got to be the next place we go. There's only 2 items in here. We did not find the map. We found the key though. We already used it. We had such a good start, and then it's just, again, the thing is dried up. 45 minutes, we still don't have a fucking clear, but we can't clear anything. There's literally nothing we can clear right now. We can't clear shit. There is literally nothing to clear. Hammer the hook has to pop up. It has to. It also means that I'm gonna have to go into Skullwoods, which I was avoiding because, well, it's Skullwoods. Where is the shit at? If it's in Mire, that'll blow my mind. We have to do this, though. We have to do it. I mean, we've checked a ton of shit here. But just none of it's... Yeah, I'm doing Skullwoods first. It's an easy check, I just don't like doing it. God, Kane would be... No, Kane doesn't really do anything. We're going this way, because obviously we don't have the fire rods, we're doing it the old-fashioned way. Bueno. Oh my god, there's one chest we can do in Swamp. I can almost fall off the edge in here. There's only one other chest I can check here. It's just one-ofs. And they're bad one-ofs. There's a one-of in Swamp. There's potentially up to 2 in Mire. There's 3 in Ice. That's it. Where am I going? I'm not ready to leave yet. I'm... Fuck off. I don't know, this one's putting me on edge. Nice fairy pickup, I actually like that. I'm totally confused on what... I'm just gonna do this. I don't want to fuck around with these things. Plus, I want to look at the game for a second. It's 23 to 10 still. That lag. Could have boomeranged him too. That was more fun. Dick. You can go back, aren't you? It's gonna be one thing. And I'm increasingly terrified that it is in Thieves Town, and we did leave there. Yeah, it started really fucking well, but then it just went to shit. Last item's locked. It's in Thieves Town, I'm guessing. It's Thieves Town, a small option in Mire, a small option in Swamp, and a small option in Ice. That's it. Yeah, this is why I didn't want to do it. Because not only that, it's a pendant. It's a pendant hammer. I mean, it is green pendant hammer, but still... Or green pendant Thieves Town. Not hammer. It's a green pendant dungeon. I don't want to do this. Like, I'm going to do it because there's potential up to 3 items, even though it's probably... Knowing the way this seed's going, it's only going to be 2, and there's going to be an important item in that fucking chest that's going to make us do it again. And that's why I didn't want to do it. But this is the greatest, you know, the greatest collection of items that is left at 3. Oh, come on, you dick. When 3 is your biggest collection of items, that's a problem. And it's only potentially 3. It's actually... It could also just be 2. Keep in mind, when we decided to leave here, we did it because there was like 60 places to check. And we didn't have hammer. We had the entire south route, the entire north route, and we've checked all of it. So, I mean, there's a valid reason to leave here. And if we see the key in this first chest, it's going to be really bad. If we open the maiden's chest and there's a key staring us in the face, that's going to be really, really bad. Now, it's probably going to be the hook shot or the hammer, but... Or it could be the map. Okay, that's good. Okay, that's actually good. It means we are not hammer-locked. Alright, so in theory, if these 3 checks do not pan out, where the fuck are we going? So we're gonna do this, and we'll turn in green pendant. I have no fucking clue where to go after this. None of the checks are good. I think Ice Palace is probably the best. I think that my body says Mire. Even though you can only check, you can't check left side checks because you don't have the, you don't have the fire source. We do have bombos to get into Ice Palace. It's just a sword upgrade. Where's the other pendant at? Oh, we can't do that without the bow. Big chest did not have an item. Big chest would have been the small key. So we're in the clear there. But if this doesn't pay, I just don't know. I mean, yeah, I got a fucking sword upgrade, but this is gonna... Oh, shit. Come on. This is gonna be very interesting where you go next. It's at a very bad spot. I'm gonna go to Mire. I'm gonna go to Mire. It's in Mire that you can't finish. It's in Swamp, which you can't finish. Or it's in Ice, which you can't finish. Can't finish? Cannot finish. The only reason we're gonna do this is because we did come across that plate medallion to get in here. There are 2 items in Mire, but we don't have the cane, so we can't finish it. And the left side is locked because they're locked behind the lanterns. I have a fire source. So in theory, there's only 1, 2, 3, 4 chests we can check. Up to 5 if you count the big key as a 1-to-1. We're not gonna get this one. Yeah, it's gonna... Before we got a chance to do that. We don't have no way of actually killing these things from distance. So there's up to 5 checks in here, but only 2 items. But 2 of these are going to be small keys, guaranteed. Almost always. One of them is going to be guaranteed. Two of them probably. That's a 1-to-1. Of course, it's a fucking Godmire. This is a fucky seed, man. Look at how many items we're still missing. And there's just no good options here. Can't go in there because we don't have a fire source, so... Two items on the right, that's it. Nothing gonna make it. And we just got a first forfeit of the night. Don't blame him. This one's a mess. This is a mess of a seed. That is a fire source in goddamn mire. Oh, shit. Yeah, we gotta check, obviously, the two left now. That is the lantern in fucking mire. You know what's funny, though? It doesn't change much. It really doesn't change much. All it does is it means that we can check these two items, and it means Hera Basement is now open, for fuck's sake. It does mean we can do Desert, actually. Change that. It does mean we can finally do Desert, which we will do next. Right here. Yeah, it means we can do Desert. This seed, man. This is a nightmare. Oh my goodness. Well, I guess right. Out of the 3 bad choices, I chose right. Wow. Wow. Oh, well, we can go do ice now. I think we're gonna go do ice. Yeah, this seed is just a fucking nightmare, man. Yeah, I think we have to go to ice now. This completely opens up Ice Palace. We got to do it. As much as I don't want to do... Oh, oops. +1 bonk. As much as I don't want to, I feel like we have to. Yeah, I got spooked super early, and they led directly to the Moon Pearl, but after that, it's just been nothing. I mean, that right there was the first progression I've seen in a long time. Just double. Nah, thought I was gonna catch him before I went under. Yeah, Mire was a sweet play there. Alright, well, Desert didn't come up with anything. I mean, we're gonna have to go back there anyway, so... Alright, yeah, we gotta do ice. I have to do ice now. This is not even a question. Who said that text? Was that Jesse? Watching the, again, I've got the New England-Detroit game onto my right, which just, it's been a fucked up day of football. magic do I have? Oh, that's pretty good. Oh, that's right, because I just finished it, of course. So this is a weird one, because we can clear this. The question is do we do right side? Because there's a chance it's going to be locked behind logic for hookshot. So this is a weird play. If I'm not going to bother double dipping this if we do find the if we don't find a small key in this first chest. I'm not going to double dip this. Oh, is that what it is? In that case, if I see, I just won't enter. Actually, today's races, both of my races today have been really messy, so... So, again, we're going to clear this, but we might not full clear it. The chests that are on the right side, in Logic right now, where they're not accessible, you can get them if you get a small key and then you backtrack. Oh, shit. Just dropped 2. Oh, come on! How many bombs is it going to take for me to hit that fucking switch? It's like there is another way to do this. So I think if we go down and we find a small key, I'm going to come back up. But if I don't, I'm not going to backtrack. Dick. It's like, I'm not going to backtrack this one just to check the right side, even though I probably should. Because it's likely there's nothing there. And by that logic, it means there's definitely something there. Jasper, shut the fuck up, you dumb... Jasper, you piss me off. Would you stop terrorizing your brother, Troy? Hey. Leave him alone. And this is kind of where it gets screwy, because you can't go north or to the east there without items that you don't have. So I'm gonna do this. If it's a small key, I'm gonna backtrack. If it's not a small key, I'm probably just gonna go do Cold Stare. Well, I'll check the asshole chest and then I'll do Cold Stare. It's not. Oh, I do have the big key though, but I don't know the book, so we'll go. Should have done this first. I wasn't even thinking about it. It's 1. This is probably a small key. This is a ballsy play, leaving these items in here. I'm gonna come back up around. I'm gonna get the asshole chest. But I'm probably gonna leave at least 1 item in here. And I'm not comfortable with this, but I think it's the right play. Well, if I didn't think it was the right play, I wouldn't do it. But Jasper, I swear to shit, I will punch you across the fucking room. It's actually not Jasper. Troy's the one that's terrorizing him. It's okay, Kiva. We're gonna go this way because we don't have the hook. You know what? Maybe I try this. I don't know. I don't want to double dip this place for sure. Alright, we're gonna do the bomb jump. I haven't done this in a while. And I just fucked it up. Oh, I didn't. Okay. I thought I had it too far over. This is totally out of logic, so that's why I didn't want to do it. Oops. But boy. If I leave something important in here, I'm going to be really upset, so... Shit, did I get a second item? I did, didn't I? Fuck, did I get a second item? I wasn't even paying attention. It wasn't anything good, so... I think I did. remember if I actually picked up another item. I'm gonna grab this last chest anyway. I think I did. I think it was junk. I just don't remember. Nope, we didn't. Well, part refill. Alright, at least we're gonna be better. Well, we're gonna feel better here. We'll feel better right here. Because now we know we don't have to come back. I guess it's smart to do it that way, just so you don't... It's not in the back of your head the entire time. Fuck, should I have done that last one? It's just time-consuming. And unfortunately, this could have been go-moded, which means we chose wrong. God, we still need, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 items for go here? Maybe 5. We don't know about school. We don't know about Turtle Rock yet. We gotta go to Death Mountain. Almost had it. Not a horrible kill, though. Okay. Swamp Palace now has 4 chests that are available, but it's still not worth going. Hammer Pigs I'm not going to do. We're just going to go up to Death Mountain. We're going to do all that we can and hope that it sticks, I guess. We have to go up and around the other way. I'm just not going to check the Hera basement. The only way I would ever check the Hera basement here is if we get to... is if we get through here and still don't find anything, and then we'll check the Hera basement. But that's super unlikely. I think we're going to find 1, 2, 3, 10, 11, 12 items up here. There's 12 checks up here, so... You gotta think there's gotta be something. Dick. Hammer and lantern in Swamp Palace, or Mire, without a fucking fire source to get in there. Fireball. No. Let me get that. That's gonna send us to Skullwoods eventually. So Cane is now the item that opens up the most. So can we open this? Yes, we can. Can't do anything, but we can open it. If we find the Cane, obviously we're gonna clear this. So we need Hookshot, Bow, and Cane. That's our go. Hookshot, Bow, and Cane. And then we'll also do Spike Cave on our way out. Spike Cave will be our save quit before we head to, Actually, Spike Cave is going to be interesting here. We can't do it easily. Whatever. Move. Yes. Didn't actually know if you could use that. I did not actually know if you could do that. Hey, I learned something today. You can use the ice rod on jellies. Did not know that was a thing. Yeah, I just realized how awkward this is going to be to do Spike Cave now. It's fire rod. That's going to lead us to Skullwoods. 26 to 10. New England's going down. Who was it that was a Lions fan? Gil's a Lions fan. It means we're not going to check Spike Cave. Move. With the way this is set up, there's no easy way to go do this. Shiver, you are too? Oh, I'm so sorry. I haven't really been watching the game. I'm just watching the score, so I don't know how well they're playing. They're obviously playing well. They're obviously playing well. It's just, well, they're the Lions. But take a look, though. I mean, Buffalo looked like shit all year. They look really good today. You know, we played Arizona and almost fucking lost that game, so they looked good for a half. They just didn't look good for the entire game. That's fair. I know that feeling. I do know that feeling. If we don't find anything here, which is effectively just didn't for safe quitting, it's quicker. So we didn't really find much, did we? Wasn't much there. We found one item, fire rod. That was it. We did all that just for the fucking fire rod. I swear the developers have decided to, these last few weeks of V29 have decided to turn up the troll meter on these V29 seeds, because every one that I've had lately has just been horrible. They've just been like, oh, well, we're going to give you this, but that's it. It's not Plando level of trolling, but it's in the team photo. We're going to do this, and then we'll check hammer pegs on the way out, because we did leave that one out there. We didn't have the hammer, obviously. And then it's Swamp, it's Hera Basement, and it's Spike Cave. That's it. I mean, Swamp seems possible. I don't know why I decided I was going to do that. No reason to. Shit. I'm in that weird scenario. I'm actually going to go and blow him up this way. It's not the magic. I forgot to pick up magic. Oh, that helped. Fire trucks out there. They're chasing after something. We have a fire department that's like 3/4 mile down the road, and sounds like they got a big one. There's a ton of trucks out there. How did that miss? Damn it. Get down here. If I actually can get the thing. Alright, just give me the item now, please, so I don't have to search for it. And the game is over. Detroit has won 26 to 10. What happened there? We're still going to check hammer pegs while we're here. Actually, well... no, we're not. We'll come back to it. They beat the Patriots, man. Of all the teams you wouldn't expect the Lions to beat, they beat the fucking Patriots. I mean, it was in Detroit, but still, they shellacked them. It's 26 to 10. That's not even close. You hold Tom Brady to 10 points. That's pretty fucking impressive. Alright, so here's the issue we've got here. We're gonna do Eastern first. But I think I'm gonna end up finishing Pod because that's a ped pull right there. It's 2 items. Won't take very long to actually finish. We'll do the required one first. But, huh. I don't know. I don't know. I guess it depends what we find here. If we find the hook shot or the cane, I might not. I don't know. I guess if we find the hook shot, I think it makes sense to skip it, because that leads us to full clear swamp. No one will ever accuse either one of us of bandwagoning. You're a Lions fan, I'm a Bears fan, so we are not bandwagoners. And a Cubs fan, even though they've been playing really well lately. I lived through all the years of misery. Okay, there's 2 arrows sticking in him. I guess that makes sense if you're a Lions fan. Dude, I can't. Go ahead and stop that. Why do I do that? Alright, well, now we're definitely doing Pod. We're definitely going to clear Pod. It is 2 items. We'll pull the pad if we have to. I think we're going to do it anyway. Regardless of what we find here, we're going to pull the pad. I don't know which one we want to find first. Hookshot leads us to Swamp. Cane leads us to Turtle Rock. Like, I don't know which one of those I want more, or want less in this scenario. I think you probably want the hook shot. I have no idea what's on the bed. But this is the last dungeon, so I'm here. I might as well fucking do it. Oops. Come on. Jesus. Considering it's Cane and Hookshot are both left, there's like nothing left to check. Keep this in mind. Again, our choices after this are Swamp. God damn, I hate when I do. That's like the one thing I hate most when I item wrong is when I go to item and I'm already on the item. It's Swamp without Hookshot, Hammer Pegs, Spike Cave, and the Hera Basement. That's it. Nothing else left. So this has been a scene to remember. This has been a seed to remember. I think I'm going to intentionally take a hit in this room, or at least in the next room. I want to take an intentional hit. I want to use these sword beams. That's why I want to use the sword beams. I'm going to take a hit in this next room before I get to the boss. I don't want sword beams out there. So I'm just going to charge right into this first group. Pop down, bitch. Pop blast, aren't you? Dick. Two slashes, if we can catch them all. Heads in play. The question is what's the order that we do these in? I'm just gonna pull it. I'm going directly to the pedestal. It's actually out of everything we've seen here, it's the item that makes the most sense. It's what makes the most sense. Which is really fucking weird. Yes, pulling the pedestal makes the most sense right here. And it's honestly the only way we're going to win this race at this point, because if it is like in Spike Cave, somebody will have checked that already. But I think now we're pretty much committed to doing Swamp last. I'm pretty sure we're committed to just doing that last. I mean, we did correctly choose Meyer, and that led us to a bunch. So we do have that going for us, which is nice. Such a clear day in the forest, isn't it? Such a clear day in the forest. It's lovely. It's lovely. I pulled that pedestal twice this weekend. I pulled that pedestal twice today. The first time was for giggles, though. So we're going to check hammer pegs, we're going to save quit, we're going to do Spike Cave and Hera. And then we got to dive into Swamp, which is probably the correct play at this point, but if Hookshot happens to be up on one of those two locations, then we just instantly lose. There's no redemption at that point. Wasting 3 or 4 minutes inside a Swamp Palace is just murder. Survey says... What a mess. This seed sucks. Hope you guys are enjoying this. I'm not. I hope somebody is. The real winner in this is Psychotic. He dropped. You know, he quit early. He's the real winner. Remember that. We're the wieners. I'm just waiting for a fetch quest here. I'm just waiting for, like, the book. You know, maybe a good shovel. We haven't had a shovel in a while. Mushroom. Kind of defeated the purpose of doing it this way, didn't it? I was gonna use my sword beams, but yeah. Go Bears! First place Bears! Woo! Hey, at least we have half magic. You know what, though? With the way this one is working, I bet we're not the only one that's going to have that. Somebody else is going to pull that pad. I guarantee you somebody else in this race will pull that pad. God. Meyer without a fire source. We're about to do Swamp without the hook shot. We still have 3 dungeons to finish. So, the interesting thing here is going to be if the Cane of Samaria happens to be in the very first chest. That's the only piece of this that could go really south, if the cane is in the very first chest. This is it. Silly checks are gone. This was the last of the silly checks. But again, you don't want to double dip this. I mean, this is a dungeon you don't want to have to double dip. But if it's cane and not hookshot, if hookshot is in Turtle Rock or at Pyramid Ferry, then we have to double dip it. It's the only reason I want to go in here next. Because we can only check 4 chests. 5. It's one of them is a 1-for-1. If Kane is in this chest right here, we have a big issue. Because that means our Meyer check was actually wrong. Oh, shit. That was what we did not want to see. That right there was exactly what we could not see. I'm gonna keep going, because... So, the reason why that is a huge deal now is because you could have picked that up and then gone straight to Meyer. And guess what? No double dip. Then you would have gone to Turtle Rock, where the hookshot is probably going to be. No double dip. So even though that Meyer check was big, it was wrong. Now the only exception to that is if the hookshot is still in here. That's why I'm sticking it out. If the hookshot is still in here, then it's actually a good check, because then you would have to double the swamp, which is longer than the other 2. So I'm checking the left side. Because that's the only way this check is actually good. But that was the one, it could have been anything. Anything other than the cane there. And if King would have been in the second chest, we would have been fine. If it was in the left side chest, we would have been fine. But it couldn't have been in the first chest. It was the only thing that it could not have been. Again, we're just going to stick it out, because then we have to save quick and go to Turtle Rock after this anyway, so... Wow. So unless the hookshot is in here, we're fine. Forever boned. Wow. That was the only way this backfires. The only way. Because this is not an easy quick check. Wow. Somebody did it. Like, somebody did it. There's no way in a race this big that somebody didn't do that first. It's 3 items already. Just when you think you got something going for you. Then Rando says, "No, you don't, silly person." Can you not actually move that from the north? I didn't know that. I figured you could. Oh, fuck. One of those seeds. One of those seeds. What are you gonna do? I don't think anything that we did was necessarily wrong, it just wasn't right. It's not a bad choice, it's just not the correct choice. And that's I mean, that goes for a lot in these races, to be honest. I mean... The best route on this is when you have that choice between those three. In this case, is going into the one chest in Swamp and then going to Mire. And you're not able to clear either one of them fully. And it would have worked out. At least we get a bonk game. You got it. So, I mean, here's the good news. We know where we're going now. Oh my god, first fucking chest. We're in go. See, that's just a slap in the dick right there. That right there is just a giant slap right in the mean bean machine. At least we can go the fast route. Oy. Happy Sunday, everybody. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. I will say this, though. I guarantee you, I'm not the only person in this race that's going to have half magic. There's no fucking way in hell I'm going to be the only person in this race without half magic. Somebody else is going to do that. And probably more than one. Good. Maybe I'll check the other chest then. And remember, never been hit by that after coming down from there. Interesting. The real winner in this was Forever Psychotic, because he stopped playing like a half hour ago. He's the real winner, because he didn't have to play this shithole of a fucking seed. Dick! Oh, I'm in that weird spot. We still have 20 minutes to go here, because after we leave here, we have to go do Mire, and then we have to go do Swamp. And then we have to come back and do this again. With the key layout, I am not skipping the big chest. With this key layout, I think skipping the big chest is a huge mistake here. And we still don't have silvers either, do we? Yep, perfect. Alright, that paid off. I know a lot of people that skip that. I don't... You're taking a gamble. It's kind of a low-end gamble, but it has a huge downside. Like a 2-minute downside. Like, if you fuck that up, that's a 2-minute loss. Unrecoverable. It is an 80-20, but that's such an insane downside that it's not a risk. I've taken the risk before, but I've had it backfire once, and it's enough for me. Alright, dude. 355 is a nice number. Yeah. Awesome, dude. Damn. What'd you end up doing?
Actually, very little. I ended up just doing a couple more quests and then ended up getting so.
You just filled your gaps. Yeah, that happens. Good. Cool. Oops, oh shit. Just a second too early. I still got it, but... God, it takes forever to die. He does not die well. He dies very poorly. Alright, I'm just gonna do Meyer first, just because it's easiest. We'll blow through that quickly. It doesn't matter which order we do these in. There's no advantage, disadvantage for either one, so I might as well just do them. Just check Meyer because I want it. Wow, 137. No one's done, but whoever chose Swamp first is definitely going to win this race. It just works out perfectly for that check. It looked so good, and it was just so bad. It really did. The Meyer check looked perfect. It just wasn't. In hindsight, it was the wrong check. It's wrong. Yeah, don't try to go right when you come in here, when you go to do this, because you're going to get stopped by the fucking switch. I've made that mistake too many times. Like, yeah, we just come in here and go straight to the boss. Right side, it's like 2 transitions away. You're there. Oh, shit. There's the switch. I made that mistake too many times. Oops. So not to switch here. I think we'll use Cape Dashes in this one. I think it's going to be the best with Buttersword. Yeah, I'm wondering... I think somebody might be finished between 145 and 150 in that range, but we're still looking at like 150, 155 here. Because we got another 34, maybe another minute in here, because we have to do the fanfare. And then we gotta go back, we gotta save quick, go to Swamp. Still gotta finish Swamp, that's gonna take 2-3 minutes. Oh shit. Yeah, if you went to Swamp first, it probably saved you. $7 minutes? You still had to double dip a couple of things, but you didn't have to double dip everything. And remember, we wasted time going back to do pod, and we wasted time doing pedestal pull, for fuck's sake. Then we went and did the basement. We did hair basement first. Again, I defend that one. I defend that decision. Because if the hook shot happened to be one of those locations, and then you did this and found nothing, you're gonna be crying. So I defend that decision. In that scenario, I would have done it again. Because this takes forever. Yeah, I think if somebody finishes sub 145, they're going to be really happy with themselves. We're looking at 145 to GT, something like that. So it's all going to come down to where the big T is and how quickly you find it. 2 is not out of the equation, but it's not likely. I love this change, by the way. That was the change they put in, like, V28. I love it. You don't have to redrain that room. At least we don't have to check anything in here. If we miss silvers, big fucking whoop. It saves you about 30 seconds for it. We actually timed this, because Blaine and I got into this discussion at one point. Somebody just finished. Who is that? I don't even know who that is. Like, I don't even recognize the name. Whoever that is should feel really fucking good about themselves out of that one. But we had this discussion at one point where how much of a save is silvers going up GT? And we timed it out to like 40 some seconds, like between 40 and 45 seconds basically from GT all the way through to the Ganon fight doing silverless. It's about 45 seconds because there was one of those scenarios where we had silvers on bumper ledge, and we just didn't know if it was a time save or not to get them. So we kind of timed it. We kind of knew what it should be and what it wasn't, and it came out to be like, yeah, about 45 seconds that silver saves you from the 2 basically doing land moa, from doing the 2 Igors or the mimics, and then Ganon itself. It's less than a minute. And the second forfeit is in, ladies and gentlemen. We're just going to switch over the hook here. Damn it. Fuck. Get out of my fucking way. I'm fine. How are you? I'm not bitter. Just wish these fucking dead rocks would get the shit fucking poop ass motherfucker out of my way. How did I mention I don't like dead rocks? Once or twice, I think, yeah. Might have mentioned that. Yeah, that's a really good time for this scene. I'm not gonna. I don't know who it's. I don't know who that is. Which is even more remarkable. telling you, these qualifiers that are coming up here in a week, they start next week. Well, the week after. No, I'm sorry, it's 2 weeks. It's 2 weeks. They're not going to be gimmies. That's for fucking sure. They're not going to be gimmies. Can't go into that thinking, oh, all I have to do is do this and then the other. They're not going to be gimmies. Yes. They are. I know, it's freaking awesome, isn't it? I couldn't tell you. It's like a billion years ago. Oh, it's been since then. They won the Super Bowl in 2006. Yeah. It was a very close game.
What's that time about? The Bengals went full house on them. I think they purposely did that.
Well, I mean, it was the plan because I mean you have a rookie quarterback in there. Gave him all the pressure. Yeah, the Bears defense is for real. Frick. Dick. Asshole. Alright, dude, have a good one. Catch you tomorrow. Yeah, we're gonna do this. I actually don't have the proper timing with the magic boomerang on this one. I've done it a few times and it just never... It's not worth the effort. The first one isn't too bad. This one's tricky. The first one isn't too bad. You just still go up to the right and it basically comes back. But that one seems like the timing is a little bit trickier. So, if I don't have the normal boomerang, I say fuck it. I'm just gonna go without it. Looks like no silvers today. I'm not fucking... I might validate, but I'm not doing anything else. No silvers. Didn't have silvers in the last race either. Did have butter. I have 17 arrows more than enough here. What do I have for goo? I burned the blue when I did the sequence break in pod. Mirror Shield actually makes this quite convenient. Oh, really? That's my not amused face. Damn it. That was actually a pretty good gauntlet until right there. I wasn't planning on single cycling this with butter and fire rods, so that's fine. Two cycling, that's perfectly reasonable with doing that method. Totally reasonable. Remember, boys and girls, we will have a ball game coming up shortly. Get those numbers ready. We have had the boots for a decent amount of time. We did pick those up pretty early. We actually, the seed started out really strong because we did find those boots so early. Because they led to our Moon Pearl, but it was in checkerboard. Fuck, really? I gotta wait now. It's unlikely that we get screwed by this, but I'm not taking that chance at this point in the game. Just wait a couple seconds. We need to grab a key. Oh, I need to practice this. I saw the new strat, the strat on this with oh, who did it? It was Jim in the summer finals. I've seen it before, but I guess I didn't realize how fast it is. I actually need to set that one up, where you actually purposely step through the spikes and set them up, and then you set yourself up to boot through the door. I like that a lot. I'll figure that one out. Let's get us a validation check, shall we? Hey, almost, but not quite. That is one of those where it's 3 seconds can save you at least 30. About 30 seconds difference between silverless and silver. Now, all I have... There's one thing I have to be slightly careful of here, and that is... I have a green bean, but I don't have a blue or a red. And we are in blue mail with what? How many hearts, man? 12? 11? I just basically, I can't give the big pig a hug. If I do, I'll be very sad. Yeah, no one else is done yet, by the way. So he smoked by over 10 minutes. That's how good of a run that was. No one else is done. Second place is not yet in. That's how good of a run that was. Okay, he should feel really good about it. I don't like it coming right to left like this. That can occasionally be a little dicey. Where the silvers were, there's very few spots it could have been. A couple of chests we left in Swamp. A couple of chests we left in Turtle Rock. We left the Laser Bridge. Alright, please go all the way to the right. Maybe Dark Void somewhere, okay. Where the hell? Oh, you know where that is. It's Pyramid Fairy. Could be Hookshot Cave, too. Oh! I don't want to blue him. I gotta wait now. Shit, somebody just finished it. Yeah. Saw the scroll. Bad Ganon fight. And 2 more people done. Are you fucking kidding me? And I gotta be careful here, because... Jesus Christ, on a fucking crutch. Horrible Ganon fight. And 2 people finished while we were fighting. God damn it. That's horrible. That's horrible. Less than a minute on that one. Bullshit. And we just got sniped on that one, too. The bonk game, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy. We did get those boots pretty early. We probably got them around the 20-minute mark. It was around 20 minutes when we got those. We lost 4 spots to 1 minute. 3 people finished within 1 minute of each other there. Forever Psychotic, if you are still here, you won that seed. You may not, it may not go officially down as such, but you are the winner. How did we do on our bonks today? We got a couple of them that were out there. Oh, hey, Drifter. I need to go. I need to do magic streaming again. I really do. I need to do more magic streaming because I need to do something else. Let's see. I got a minute here. I'm gonna check my pick'em league. Oh my god, that's gross. 1, 2, 3, 4. We only got 6 games this week. Oof. I'm glad I don't bet for a living because, whew. I went 6 for 15. 6 of 15. With 1 game tomorrow. I hope everybody had a great weekend. Today went great, actually. Cubs won, magic number down to 5. Bears won, first place in the Central. Good Sunday. I'm not gonna let this get me down. 2 seeds today were both fucked up, so I'm not gonna let that one get me down. It looks like a lot of people must have left today. Why do people leave right before the bonk game? I'm telling you. Hey, sometimes that couch can get up and walk away, though. It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. That's most of my weekends. I was going to actually get out and play Magic yesterday, and I didn't. I haven't been, I think I mentioned this to you guys. I haven't really been feeling the best physically lately, so I decided to stick around the house yesterday. I just didn't feel like going out, so I actually feel much better now. I have a doctor's appointment on Wednesday. I'm going to keep it just to go in and just get a checkup. But yeah, so yeah, I didn't do anything this weekend, did I? I really didn't. I didn't do shit. I really wish we could fast forward through the credits. I'm about ready to go to bed. I'm tired. It's not a sickness. It's not a sickness thing. I don't feel sick. I haven't been feeling good. I've had an uncomfortable feeling that goes down my arm. And my joints have been a little like bloated, I guess you could say. But yeah. Yeah, it's this weird feeling that goes basically from this tendon all the way down my arm. And it's just uncomfortable. I'm not feeling it anymore. It's gone now. But I had it for like 2 or 3 days. And I have an injury with my chest muscle back from when I was younger, when I was a teenager. That I tore my chest muscle here in a fight. And I've had issues with it in the past, but it's been pretty good over the years, over the last like 5-10 years. So it's just one of those things. I want to keep an eye on it. I'm getting older now, so I gotta stay on that. So, well, let's put it this way. I'm looking at least my item menus got less than last time. So, Drifter. No, I'm a switch hitter, so I can just switch hands. You know, I can bat from both sides of the plate. Yeah. Just put in 30. Don't type 30 bonks. Just put 30. Otherwise, it won't count. You just got to put in 30. There you go. Yeah, my bot doesn't. It is clearly it's intentionally designed to ignore numbers, because that way, if you put a number in just a normal message, it would parse it out, and we don't want that. So, has our opponent for the mystery tournament got back to us yet? He's not. I've got a request out there to for our next opponent for the mystery tournament. So. Till Thursday. Yeah, I'm not going to do anything this week, Drifter. Well, Arena, remember, yeah, Arena goes down tomorrow and then doesn't come back up, and that comes up on Thursday. I'll be interested to see if the new build is a little bit cleaner. I'll say this. The newer build of Arena isn't horrible. Once you get used to it, it isn't horrible. What they need to do... Well, there's 2 things they need to do. One, they need to fix standard, because it looks like they're going to be basically standard going out. I love how they're fixing standard for this one. Yeah, when the server comes back up, all of the old shit, we're going to wipe your accounts, and we're just going to take Kaladesh block and Amiket, or we're going to just take them out. That's how they're fixing the rotation issue. They're just going to remove it. They need to make it... Ooh, 23. Who got this? Was that me? Did I win this? I certainly did. 320 item time for a 2-hour season, not too bad. They need to make it so that you can always have bluffing turned on, so you have full control always. Because I hate... You can read your opponent so easily in that, unless they keep the brakes on, because you can't permanently put them on. So... That's the thing I hate about it. You have to have the ability to have full control, because I don't want to... If I want to bluff a counter spell or a trick, I don't want my turn to just auto-end and not have the ability to not allow that. But to my knowledge, there's no way to do that in the current build. So that's my biggest gripe. So we'll see when it comes back up on Thursday. I'll put it on. I'll do it just to see what's there. So we'll see. But boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, I'm going to go to bed. Have a great night, everybody. Do not know what tomorrow's Final Fantasy weekly seed is. Maybe on tomorrow at 8:30. We might not. I have no idea. I haven't even looked. I haven't been paying attention. So we'll see. This week is going to be kind of weird. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I actually want to get some Magic in this week. I haven't done Magic streaming in a while. So I think I'm going to get some in this week. So have a great night, everybody. We'll see you later.